And so some of the things that I talk to my patients about are, for example, fresh is always better than canned. So fresh vegetables or fresh fruits are always better, because a lot of the canned foods, they will have salt added to it in the process of preservation. So it is always better to do the fresh. Additionally, it's better if you're able to avoid adding salt on top of food and rather just cooking with salt, because you can control and really know how much salt you're adding and try and minimize it. Eating at home or cooking at home is always better than eating out, because it's difficult to gauge or control the amount of salt in that situation. Um, Another thing I tell my patients is to avoid processed meats. Preferably we do recommend having more vegetables, fruit, plant-based diet. But if you have to have meat, then fresh meat is again better, and poultry and fish is probably better than red meats in general for cardiovascular and kidney disease. And then the last thing I would say is snacks, right? Sometimes we're paying so much attention to meals, we forget about the crackers and the nuts that we might have that have salt in them. So it's again shifting towards munching on vegetables or changing your snacking habits. I think those are some realistic strategies that have a huge impact on reducing the amount of salt in your diet.
And I think looking at the nutritional information on packages is especially helpful,
Yeah.
because certain nuts maybe per portion may have 100 milligrams of sodium, which is not very much, but other ones may have much more. And then regarding eating out, I know people like to go to certain restaurants and they love the soup that's offered. It's got between 12 and 1500 milligrams of sodium per serving. Of course it tastes good, but it's not something that we necessarily want to have. And regarding vegetables, frozen is another good way to go, because when vegetables are out of season, at least we know those are fresh frozen, and we're making them as if they're fresh. So I think that may be another addition that people may want to consider.